In this video, we will use QuickFind to look for information about a topic. Suppose we want to look for information on Neanderthal DNA. One approach is to simply type those words into QuickFind. Let's try that. Using that simple approach, we found 3,696 results. So, as we scroll down through the first page of results, we see that most of them look like they're pretty relevant to our topic. So that's a lot of results, but you see by default, QuickFind sorts the items according to how likely they are to be relevant to our search. So it looks like we got some good results, but nevertheless, let's try to make our search more comprehensive. So here's a way we can do that. I will start a new search, and then let's type the following. So let me explain this search statement. So on the left we have two forms of the word Neanderthal, Neanderthal or Neanderthal. Both spellings are used in the literature. The or tells the search engine to look for either one, like any material that has either one of those spellings. The asterisk at the end tells the search engine to look for any words that begin with those letters. So, for instance, singular and plural, or also Neanderthalensis, which is part of the scientific name of the species. Then the and in the middle tells the search engine to look for items that have both what's to the left of the and what's to the right of it. We don't actually have to type that because by default the search engine assumes and. Then DNA or genome. The ors and the ands must be in capital letters. So we're doing this because the QuickFind search engine does not automatically look for synonyms or other forms of words the way other search engines, such as Google, do. All right, let's try this. That found about twice as many results as our previous search. So once again, as we look through this first page of results, we see some of the same items that we saw in our last search, but it looks like most of that's pretty relevant. Let's see how we can narrow down this list of results a little bit. We might only be interested in recent material. Maybe the older material is out of date. So let's change our result list to include only items from 2012 to the present. So looking at the left side of the screen, there we have publication date. So let's change that first year to 2012. Now our list of results includes only items that were published in 2012 or later. Maybe also we're interested only in peer-reviewed journal articles. So if that's the case, then once again on the left under Refine Your Search, there is peer-reviewed journal articles. Let's click on that. So now our result list includes only peer-reviewed journal articles published in 2012 or later. If we want to continue modifying our search statement and we want those filters to continue to apply, instead of having to reapply them every time, we can move the cursor over these filters until we see a padlock appear. Click on that. Let's do the same for both of these. So now if we were to modify our search statement, those filters would still apply to the result list. Suppose now we want to look at the full text of one of these articles. What you can do, let's say for instance the first one in the list. What you can do is click on the title of the article, and then in the middle of the record we see a link to the full text. So let's click on that. That takes us to the journal article. To see the full text of it, we click there. And there it is. If you ever have any difficulty finding the full text of an item from QuickFind, feel free to contact the library help desk. Either call them or stop by, and we will help you find what you're looking for.